first remote control boat Tesla made and presented 140 years ago in New York in Central Park, in front of a group of scientists and journalists. At that time, no one can believe that someone can move something without wires. So journalists and scientists entered into the water to look for the wires. When they didn't find any wire, they said Nikola Tesla is mad and he's moving this boat with his mind. It's absurd and nuts. He thought that he's some kind of magician. Of course, he just used remote controller. Nowadays, we have remote controllers for TV, radio, air conditioner, almost any kind of electrical device. And they're all small, pocket size. First remote controller ever made, and the biggest one looked like this huge box. So actually, we are sending two signals of different frequencies to the boat. Both receive the signals and the whole mechanism starts to work. Inside this boat, we also use one of Tesla's patents, logical gate end. You know what's logical gate end? Okay, I will tell you. Logical gate end is so important because we have it in every electrical device that we own in our home. All computers, TVs, everything is based on that logical gate. Gate end actually we use it to transfer signals 0101 in electronics. So basically everything that's around us we have in some way thanks to Nikola Tesla.
Is this the actual prototype?
No, it's just a copy. Well, because I will tell you, all these machines in this museum, these are all replicas, more than 50 years old. But we created from Tesla's original papers, drawings, and they look like originals because all originals they burned and destroyed in America. That's why we don't have any.
They burned where?
In America, all the Tesla's labs were burned in America. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. They all destroyed and burned. Well, it sounds like a conspiracy. I really don't understand why that happened. Actually, the last lab, large lab which we created was next to the tower. And when they destroyed this tower, they destroyed also the whole lab and everything else. And even nowadays, you can't go on Long Island. You can't enter to this area. Where is this tower? There is a fence around it, and I know people who live on Long Island, they don't know where is the tower. Actually, someone tried to find this tower and everything, actually the remains of the tower. And when you come to this area, they said it's a restricted area, and army just told you, go back, you can't get over there. I really don't know why. Okay, now all of you pay attention on a propeller and on a rudder on the back side of the boat. Now I'll stop it. Moving opposite direction. For example, stop in this position. Then move it in opposite direction. Then I will go left to go so far. And then again press the buttons, and I can control it the whole day as Nikola Tesla did. But at that time it was something new for them and they couldn't understand. Actually, how he did it. Well, first, did you listen to me during this tour? So sorry. Okay, do you recognize what kind of machine is this one antenna? Primary coil, secondary coil, one coil inside other is what? What kind of machine? I will help you. You saw that in the previous room. How we call the machine from the previous room? Tesla transformer, Tesla coil. So actually, antennas are the Tesla transformers, receivers are the Tesla transformers. We are sending too small amount of energy of really high frequency, 1.5 and 1.2 megahertz, like a radio signal. The boat receives it, logical gate end, and everything starts to move. Also, when you turn it on in the previous room, you saw the lightning. Do you want to see lightning once again? Okay, all of you pay attention. Pay attention on my hand. So, high frequency electricity can't harm human body. It goes over our skin to the ground. I already told you that. Where we use nowadays high frequency electricity? In modern medicine, for massage, electric therapies, high electric therapies, football, volleyball player, ballerina, doesn't matter, falls down, have problems with the ligaments, knees. Go to the surgery, so directly to electrical therapy, stimulate nerves and muscles to recover faster, and normally run, walk, jump, whatever they want to do. Also, we use for pacemakers, devices to help us to hear better, microwaves, car windows, we use it really everywhere. So, what you heard today from me? In first room, you heard about induction motor, vacuum cleaners, hair dryers, washing machines, and so on and so on. Then about hydroelectric power plant, first ever made, Nikola Tesla. 9 or 13 patents, so thanks to Nikola Tesla we have alternating current. In second room you saw wireless energy and heard about tower. Actually heard how he's the one who created radio signals, GPS system, Wi-Fi and everything else. In third room you heard about logical gate end and that we use in every kind of electrical device. Also remote control things he invented, figure how we can use that. And in the end high frequency electricity which we use in modern medicine, car industry, really everywhere. Tesla created much more patents during his life. For example, the first electrical car he created in 1903, 108 years ago. The same year, Ford Industry presented the first regular car for massive distribution, Ford T. Which cars you will choose, the regular or the electrical car? Electrical, of course. But at that time they didn't think like that, because in regular car you have car industry and oil industry. In electrical car you have only car industry. Oil industry is one of the richest and biggest money and profit. They told us during all these years, more than 105 years, they developed many regular cars. They told us that the problem is in battery. But look around you. We travel to the moon. Now we can travel to the Mars and back. You have nanotechnology in medicine. We have satellites. We have every kind of electrical device, and they can't solve the problem of electrical battery. They can't. They just don't want that. Money and profit is everything in this world. The same problem happened with the trains. 150 years ago, Tesla realized how we can use magnetic field for the trains. Only in Japan and Shanghai they use this kind of project. Trains like a big magnet, they float about the rails, they can travel so fast. In Europe, America, Australia, all around the globe, we have a network of electrical trains, so electricity is much more expensive than magnetic field, but money and profit. He also is the one who created a prototype of laser. He wanted at that time lasers to use in medicine and industry. In that time, well, they want American government to keep it in secret to use for a gun. He said, I will never create something that people can use to kill each other. Okay, except for electricity, but. Also, thanks to Nikola Tesla, Röntgen discovered X-rays. He created first kind of turbines. Also, in the front of the museum in this park, you can see the fontaine which Nikola Tesla created. And basically, all today fontaines in the world, they use this basic thing of circulating the water, like how to create fontaines and everything else. So in the field of mechanics, in the field of electronics, he really created more than 700 patents. It wasn't all just patents, it was improvements for other machines and everything else. That's why he's one of the greatest minds of all time, and we will see that kind of man 1 in 1,000 years. Now if you want to try this, you can put your hand above.